Serenity in Turbulent Times, Seneca's Advice for Inner Peace. Welcome to a new audiobook. Today we delve into the timeless teachings of Lucius Annaeus Seneca, one of the most prominent Stoic philosophers. His advice on serenity and inner peace remains as relevant as ever, especially in today's fast-paced world. We all face moments when external circumstances overwhelm us, but Seneca reminds us that serenity does not depend on external factors. It is rooted in our inner mindset. Let's explore together how we can maintain calm in turbulent times. Who was Seneca? Lucius Annaeus Seneca, known simply as Seneca, was one of the most influential thinkers of ancient philosophy and a central figure in Stoicism. Born around 4 BC in Cordoba, a Roman province in Spain, Seneca grew up in a wealthy and educated family. His father, Seneca the Elder, was a renowned rhetorician, and this tradition of intellectual pursuit profoundly shaped the young Seneca. Early on, he was drawn to Rome, where he immersed himself in philosophy, rhetoric, and literature. However, his life was far from a quiet retreat into thought. Seneca became a prominent figure in Roman political life, serving as an advisor to the infamous Emperor Nero. His role at court was often marked by contradictions, caught between the ethical ideals of Stoicism and the moral compromises required for political survival. Seneca's life was marked by highs and lows. He experienced periods of great influence and wealth, as well as phases of exile and uncertainty. One of the most defining moments was his banishment to Corsica in 41 AD, the result of a court intrigue. Yet even during this period of isolation, Seneca refused to be disheartened. He turned to writing, laying the foundation for his later career as a philosopher. As a philosopher, Seneca focused on practical wisdom aimed at improving daily life. His writings, including De Vita Beata, on the happy life, and De Tranquillitate Animi, on the tranquility of the mind, are infused with core Stoic principles: the importance of virtue, mastery over one's emotions, and the pursuit of inner peace, regardless of external circumstances. At the end of his life, in 65 AD, Seneca once again found himself entangled in political intrigues. He was accused of participating in a conspiracy against Emperor Nero and was forced to take his own life. Yet even in his final moments, Seneca is said to have remained composed and philosophical, a testament to the fact that he lived by the principles he taught. Seneca's teachings: Serenity in Turbulent Times. Seneca regarded serenity as the key to a fulfilling life, especially during times of chaos and uncertainty. For him, it was clear: the source of our unrest does not lie in external circumstances, but in our perception of these events. It is not the things themselves that disturb us, but our view of them. With this statement, Seneca challenges us to examine our thinking. Why do we allow external events to unsettle us so easily? Why do we let the opinions of others disrupt our inner peace? The answer lies in our ability, or often inability, to distinguish between what we can control and what lies beyond our influence. The Stoic school of philosophy, to which Seneca belonged, teaches a clear distinction. We have control over our thoughts, decisions, and actions. Everything else, such as the behavior of others, the weather, the state of the economy, or even death, lies beyond our power. However, this does not mean we should be passive. Instead, it's about directing our energy toward what is truly within our control and accepting the inevitable with dignity and calmness. Seneca illustrates this mindset in many of his works. In particular, De Tranquillitate Animi, on the tranquility of the mind, emphasizes the importance of maintaining an inner distance from life's events. One example from his own life highlights this philosophy. When he was exiled to Corsica, he did not view it as a punishment, but as an opportunity for reflection and study. For Seneca, external isolation was not a cause for despair, but a chance to practice his Stoic principles. In a world often marked by stress, uncertainty, and constant demands, we could learn much from Seneca's advice. Instead of letting negative news, disagreements, or everyday setbacks disturb our peace, we should pause and ask ourselves, is this issue truly important? Can I change it? And if not, why should I let it dictate my inner calm? Practical advice from Seneca's writings. As noted, Seneca provides timeless advice in his work De Tranquillitate Animi, on the tranquility of the mind, on how to cultivate serenity in everyday life. A central idea is the distinction between what we can control and what lies beyond our influence. For example, if you're stuck in traffic, you can't change the situation. That's beyond your control. But you can decide how to respond. You could choose to be angry and stressed, or you could relax, listen to music, or use the time productively, perhaps by making a phone call. This conscious choice in how we react to the unchangeable is the first step toward inner peace. Seneca also emphasized the importance of self-reflection. He recommended reviewing the day in the evening to consciously learn from experiences. A simple exercise he proposed involves asking oneself the following questions. What did I do well today? Where could I improve? This type of self-assessment not only helps us recognize our strengths and weaknesses, but also develops a clearer perspective on our own actions. Another piece of advice from Seneca's writings is to cultivate a simple lifestyle. For him, dependence on material possessions or external status was a source of unrest. Learning to be content with less allows us to focus on what truly matters and achieve inner freedom. A simple life not only reduces the number of worries, but also makes us more resilient in the face of setbacks. Additionally, Seneca encourages us to accept the inevitable rather than resist it. This does not mean resignation, but rather the ability to make the best of every situation. While we cannot change the past, we can learn from it to approach the present with calmness and clarity. Acceptance is the key. Instead of despairing over things beyond our control, we should channel our energy into consciously experiencing the present and shaping it in a positive way. Modern examples of Seneca's teachings. Here are two examples demonstrating how Seneca's principles can be applied in different life situations. Imagine a crucial project at work hits a roadblock. Deadlines are looming, and the team's mood is tense. In moments like these, it's easy to get swept up in the panic of others. However, instead of being carried away by the chaos, you could pause and ask yourself, what is within my power to improve this situation? Perhaps you can create a structured plan to clarify the next steps, or support your colleagues through a constructive conversation. Approaching the situation with a calm mind and clear focus is not only more effective, but also prevents the problem from escalating unnecessarily. Seneca's teaching here underscores the importance of maintaining control over our reactions in challenging circumstances. Another example. Imagine coming home after a long day at work, looking forward to relaxing on the couch for half an hour. But then your neighbor starts making noise, perhaps blasting music or drilling loudly. Instead of getting upset and disturbing your own peace, you could practice Seneca's Serenity. For instance, You might consider how to make the most of the situation. Maybe it's the perfect time to tackle a task you've been putting off, like tidying up or sorting through papers. The noise becomes background sound, and you turn an otherwise unpleasant situation into a productive one. These approaches highlight that Seneca's teachings are not confined to ancient times, but remain highly applicable today, offering practical solutions to manage stress and frustration. His philosophy reminds us that we can maintain our inner calm even when external circumstances are challenging. Bring serenity into your life. What do you think of Seneca's teachings? Do you already apply them in your daily life? Share your experiences in the comments and help others integrate a bit more tranquility into their everyday routines. Subscribe to our channel and activate the notification bell to ensure you don't miss out on more insightful content about philosophy and life guidance. Your support will also help us release countless planned audiobooks. Here's the link to the next installment, which explores Seneca's views on time. Until next time, remember, calmness starts from within.